everyone, I'm Havoc and this is Minecraft All the Mods 3. We are back at it yet again today and we are going to work on Astral Sorcery. If you can't tell, you know, by the fact that I have an inventory full of marble, sooty marble, and aquamarine. And I was looking to see if I had already found any constellation papers, and I have not found any constellation papers, at least that are here in my system. So what that tells me is that I need to go around looking for the little places that have the constellation papers. There's little structures that come from the mod itself. So we're going to look around and see what we can find, and also be on the lookout for the really big temples, and I think this is one right over here. So we're going to try and make our way to that one because it will definitely have what we need to get started in Astral Sorcery. And that's going to be the little moonstone thing. Probably should have made the book as well. So yes, this big monster of a building will have what I need down in it, unless someone else has already... somebody's been here. They broke into it, but that's okay. It still has the crystal right down in there. Alright, so this water is very annoying. We're gonna do away with that. They've probably looted it, which is okay. There's some stuff left behind. Looks like they came in and took the constellation papers, maybe. Yeah, that's alright. So this is what we need to get started, and I need a crafting table. Luckily, I can access my system from very far away and just make me a crafting table. And then we're going to place it right there. And you see, this little beam happens. Now, I don't know if there's enough moonlight or whatnot right now to use it. But I also need to get the Astral Tome. So let's see, what does it take to make a piece of parchment? That's not very hard at all. I know I can use the Akashic Tome to do this, but I have a very specific reason for keeping an actual Astral Tome, is that I can put the constellation papers in the back here. So if you come into the first area, you'll see it talks about the constellation papers, the ancient shrines, and then a resonating wand. This is what I really want to get built. So I think I can make this if I get some more aquamarines out of the system and an ender pearl. I don't know if I have enough moonlight. Let's see. Yes. So there we go. The astral wand. Whoa. Give me that back. I need that marble. It's a very important tool, as it will help me to do everything else there is in the mod, including making the Luminous crafting table, which I may honestly be able to make right now. I don't know if it has to be nighttime for this. The early crafting recipes, so let's try and make this. And that was a crafting table in the middle, some sooty marble, and then regular marble all the way around. And then you have to right click with this. No, that's right. Okay, sorry, getting ahead of myself. You right click this, so you can craft this thing right here, and then we can pick this up and place that down. Now it doesn't work in here, so we're gonna go out because it doesn't have a clear view to the sky. So how the Luminous crafting table works, whoa, is that I need a clear view to the sky for the Luminous crafting table to work. So if I place it down, you'll see it charges up with, it's daytime right now, so it doesn't get a whole lot of moonlight, but it'll increase the moonlight. And I'm going to need to find a better area. So by crafting this table, I unlocked this other little thing called exploration here. We were in discovery, which is right over here. And there's still all these things you can learn about, which is very intro, you know, the marble, the sooty marble, the ores, which is mainly the aquamarine, and then rock crystals, and how to make the luminous crafting table, and the need for these constellation papers. And then you unlock another little system of stars, and that's exploration. And the main thing that we're going to want to get the light well, and then get a phosic resonator. This allows me to find an area that's very strong in the moonlight, but we can't get it until we make a light well. And we need rock crystal for this. How you normally find rock crystals, you put this sucker in your right hand and you go around at night and look for these little sparkles at the surface, and then dig down to bedrock to find the rock crystals down there. Now, because I've been mining like crazy in the mining dimension, I have rock crystals already, and I have rock crystal ore. So we're going to make let's see, I think it was some, yeah, I'm probably doing this terribly wrong. Let's see. Light well, and it does matter what these are, so I need to make 2 chiseled marble and 3 runed marble for this. That's why I said I'm doing this terribly wrong. Let's see, 2 chiseled marble, which is this one. Make sure it says Astral Sorcery down below it, because there is marble. Let's see, pretty sure there's a chiseled marble variant that's not Astral Sorcery, so you got to watch out for that. But we're going to get the runed marble and the chiseled marble, put those where they go, and then I needed 2 more aquamarines. And now we have to do the fancy thing where you right click this. Now this part can be done during the day because it doesn't require a whole lot of moonlight. Trying to figure out where it went. I keep forgetting that my system just eats everything. So if you place a light well down and then you put either an aquamarine or a rock crystal in here, it will slowly gather the liquid moon, or what is that? I forget what. Starlight, liquid starlight. Liquid moon. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to need a bucket to get that out of there. And I really want to get the phosic resonator, like I was saying. So this one, I need a piece of gold, 2 regular marble, a full bucket of liquid starlight, and an aquamarine. So this is pretty simple. We can go ahead and get everything set up in there except for the bucket of liquid starlight. And that's going to take a little bit of time to run. What I'm going to do real fast is just, well, I can't chunk load this area because I've got too many things chunk loaded. Well, there's no sense in keeping this claimed. Other people on the server might want to use this area, so I won't claim it. But what I was going to say is, while this is running, I should show you what I've made, but I'll explain a little bit. So you probably noticed I have a lot of random ores in here from crazy stuff. Biomes O'Plenty, Tech Reborn, just about anything you can imagine. And that's because I went ahead and built some void ore miners. And void ore miners and void resource miners gather all kinds of crazy ores and resources for you by shooting a laser at the bedrock. And I have them set up. All it costs is power to run, and they are dumping items into my ender chest, and that ender chest is then being emptied into my system. And that's how all this stuff ends up in here. And I have plenty of storage for all this. And I have also used the same mod's solar panels, Industrial Foregoings solar panels, to provide an awful lot of power in conjunction with a large number of wireless, not wireless, seeing wireless out of range, vibrant capacitor banks. How much is this? It's got over half a bucket. Because turning nighttime is actually really good for us. It'll help us to find an area that's very strong in starlight, but I just need this to hurry up. I think it gets a little faster at night, so it should move quicker than it was moving during the day now that it's sundown. And I do still need to find Constellation Papers. It'll be important for getting further into the mod. But right now, I need to figure out where I'll be doing this. And I want to try and bring what I have right here back closer to my base area, to the colony. So I want to look over there to see if I can find a very strong star field somewhere in that area. What do we got? We're close. It's 1,000 millibuckets for 1 bucket, so we're very close to getting our bucket, and all I've got to do is put it in here. And you see, this has much more starlight. In fact, it may fill all the way up. I'm not sure. I think at midnight, when the moon is directly overhead, this should probably be full. So this area is quite a powerful place. So if we find that we don't have enough starlight anywhere else, we can always use this area. So this will give us the Phosic Resonator. Let's go ahead and craft that. And if I hold shift, it should not go into the system. There we go. So if you put this thing into your offhand, we're going to pick up our items. And yes, it destroyed the aquamarine. It'll be okay. And then we're going to slash home. And then you need to look for what looks like a purple cloud on the ground, and a really strong one will have white specks in it. So we're going to fly around here and hope that there's one close to our colony. And then we can just build up in the air above that, because the higher up you are, the stronger the starlight is as well. Now, these things are random and can be very, very far apart, so there's also no guarantee that there'll be one in and or around the colony. Oh, okay, so this is a regular strength one, but it doesn't have any of the white sparkles in it. We could use this area right over the apple trees, but I would rather find one that is strong. But you saw that purpley smoke cloud on the ground is what we're looking for, just with white sparkles in it. And if I don't find one, oh, here's another one. This one, again, this one's even weaker than the one over there because it's a lighter cloud and there's no white sparkles in it. It just looks like fog on the ground. Here we go. See the white specks? This one is a very, very powerful one. No, sir, creeper. Not today. So, oh, there's even a zombie under me. Everything's out here trying to play. So what you want to do is build up into the sky from this, because the higher you are, the stronger the starlight is. And since I have a jetpack, flying up here is no big deal. Now I usually build at about 150. Right about here. One more. There we go. I usually build at about 150. It's a really good height. I mean, I'm higher than the mountain we're built in over there. So let's go ahead and just place a few of these down so I have somewhere to land, and then we're going to get rid of this really ugly pillar that I built. Alright, so that's good. We now know. Oh, I don't have hover mode on. So why am I falling? We now know exactly where we're going to go in order to do more of this. Now, this crafting table is very limited. Wow, look at that. Instantly fills up. The moon is directly above head, but also this is a very powerful field. It's very nice. What we want to look at is we want to get a stronger crafting altar, and if we had another bucket, it would be the time to build it right now, but we have to build this platform under it in order for it to transform. So you see it's got very specific block types. And this is where this sooty marble comes in. I have to build what's represented in that picture out of sooty marble in order to upgrade this Luminous crafting table to a stronger version, which will allow me to craft more complex items. Now, I've done this quite a lot, so I'm just kind of going sort of off memory, but I will also refer back to the book. So you see it's a 3x3, and then it has these corners expanded out of the sooty marble. Then you have, whoops, wrong button. Then you have a ring of this. If you click, what is it? This right here. Okay, so you'll see marble bricks, and 24 of them is what we need. And we need that to be Astral Sorcery marble bricks. So you want to come down here. See, this says cork marble bricks. That will trick you. If you come over here, this says marble bricks Astral Sorcery. That's what we want. 32 is more than we need. So it was in each of these holes and then all the way around. It really helps that I can fly. I have tried to do this mod before without flight, and it's definitely a pain. Glad I already have a jetpack, a very nice jetpack at that. You don't have to build up in the sky, but I don't know if you'll get enough strength down on the ground to actually do what you need to do. So here we have these four corners. The reason I left them empty is we have these chiseled blocks there. So I need 8 of those. Let's see. That is this right here, chiseled marble. We're going to put these 4 down. And then you have to do pillars on top of them. So if you look here, these are 2 high pillars, right? Because that crafting table is 1 block high, and then there's another pillar above it. So I need 8 pillar blocks, and that's this right here, Astral Sorcery marble pillar, and they're going to be directly on top of these arches, or the chiseled marble, excuse me. And then we put chiseled marble on top of those. And then we need the last block type, which goes all the way around, and this is the arch block. And we need 28 of the marble arches. So if I come in here, we'll just make 32, it'll be fine. This block right here, the marble arch Astral Sorcery. We're going to go around everywhere except for the corners. The corners are hollow. This will get us our platform. So now, obviously, sun's coming up, moon's going down. We're going to need to get some stuff here. We're going to get some more of our starlight going because we need another bucket in order to make the upgraded altar. And we'll have to wait for nighttime again. But this is the perfect time to go and look for Constellation Papers, and I think I'm probably going to do some of that in the mining dimension because I'm fairly certain the structures that I'm looking for show up in the mining dimension, and I don't know if many people have gone around on the surface of the mining dimension. Where's my stairway? There it is. Getting disoriented. And I don't know if many people have gone around on the surface of the mining dimension and cleared these structures. So this one right here, I've intentionally left untouched. And under the corners, there's a chance to find these, and they have Constellation Paper. So it says there's nothing here, but when I pick it up, it says, you memorize a drawing of Evorcio. And now, if I hold this, it's a Constellation Paper of Evorcio. And I can, as I said before, shift right click and put that Constellation Paper into the pack, the back of the tome that I'm carrying. And the chest also comes with resources that you're going to find very useful. And you'll see these are the marble arches. A lot of the blocks that I need are right here. So I can just cannibalize this structure and get a lot of the marble blocks that I want. And we want to find a few more because there are quite a few constellation papers. The easiest thing to do is come over, get rid of the water source block, and then just get rid of all of these, and you can see all the chests. Super easy. So we've got 2, Avitas and Decidia. So let's put those away. And again, I'm going to just take everything that's here because I can make use out of everything that's here. Whoa, it was hollow underneath. Okay, so we're back. I have went around and gathered all of the constellation papers that you can get originally. There are 5 original constellations that you can find. I have found them all. And I'm back here at our structure, and I'm going to just see if we've got enough. It's not red. I think if you can't do the craft, it turns red. So, or maybe because it's not nighttime. Let's see. Because I'm fairly certain 4 chiseled marble, or 4 marble pillar, 2 chiseled marble, a rock crystal, and a bucket of liquid starlight. Yeah, so we've got the recipe right. The structure underneath should be right in order to make this become the starlight crafting altar. Just gonna double check one more time. You know, there is a way to turn it nighttime through blood magic, a ritual stone. Let's see. Ritual stone. I think it's is it the master one? It may be the master one. I think I can probably make this thing. And, you know, probably not a bad idea. Being able to make it nighttime at any given time is probably a very beneficial thing. And it's not that hard to operate my altar right over here. I've left it sitting here for this very reason. So let's see. What was I saying I needed? Ritual stones. And so these are made with obsidian, reinforced slate. So that's the thing that I need to get out of here. So we want to blacklist the blank slate and the stone, and then the rest of it, so it'll make up till it gets to the reinforced slate, and then we'll take it out of there. So let's go ahead and donate some LP to the fund. And then we need a little bit of stone. We needed 4 per, and we need 4 of them, so we need 16 made up into the reinforced variant. We just need to eat and then fill this thing up. Now, if you remember, it holds a lot, 26,000. Much more than the original one, so this should just breeze right through here. And then when the moon gets near middle of the night, we can check and see if our moonlight is sufficient enough to do the craft. Let's see. I don't think there's anything other than having to build this underneath it. Yeah, so let's see. The newly arranged altar will need to be placed in the center of the marble collection structure with an unobscured view of the night sky and the crafting materials arranged in the table. The crafting can then be started by right-clicking with a resonating wand. Is this not on? Of course. I was like, that's an imbued slate. That's not what I needed. Always check your settings. Always check your settings. So we're moving and grooving. I don't want this thing to be out of LP, but at the same time, so that means also I need another stone because I made the wrong thing on accident. Heal up. And we can go check real fast. Let me get as much healed up as I'm going to get. When the saturation goes away, your healing kind of stops. So at that point, it's a good time to go ahead and eat again and also prick yourself a bunch. So let's fly right over here. We can do that very quickly with our wonderful jetpack. And see if we have enough. Let's swap this out. Moonlight now. Yep, so you see it shows right over here. This is telling me it has enough to do what it needs to do. This is an amazing mod. Absolutely love Astral Sorcery. The graphics, the visuals. You know, and I think, if I remember correctly, there was an issue at one point in time with Optifine, making things look goofy. So I am kind of glad that I didn't reinstall it yet, because that looks really beautiful. But now, we get our bucket back, but you see, we have these 4 extra slots. That's these little floaty deals. And they will definitely help with crafting recipes that require us to put items in these extra slots. So, that's some significant progress for today's episode. I'm going to see about the ritual stone, try and figure that out, and make a little progress towards getting that done so that we can just make it nighttime whenever we want, so I don't have to sit around and wait all day. Also, it'll be fun to mess with people on the server when they get on. So someone will sleep, I'll wait maybe like a minute after they sleep, then turn it night right again and see if they notice. Not too much. I won't mess with them too much. Just every now and then, you know. But you got to keep them alive and paying attention to what's going on here. But if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to hit the like button, and if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all next time.